I want to show you a printer from HP today. It's from their Photosmart series, and this printer main job in life is to print photographs. When I say that, I'm kind of kidding. It prints great text documents as well. It does a really good job with that, but it prints beautiful photographs. And I want to show you, because we actually took some time to print some photos out before we did the segment today. And one of the things, if you take a look at that, it's just a beautiful photography. Notice how the greens are blended and there's the light green and the dark green. It's tricky for printers to do that, and it's just done a fantastic job. Take a look at some of the blues here and how it mixes with the blacks. The richness of those blacks, I don't know if it comes across on screen, but to see that photo up close, it's a beautiful photo. And this one here, again, you can just see the detail that it's able to put out. These Photosmart printers do a really awesome job with printing, and I'll show you a couple of the reasons how they can do that. If you take a look in the front here, you'll notice that it has 6 individual ink cartridges. So what it's doing is it's splitting up a number of the different droplets that it can use to create even a bigger spectrum or rainbow of colors when it does its printing. The great thing about this as well is it also makes it cost effective, because each of these individual color tanks are only about $10 a piece. So if you do run out of one color, it's pretty easy to replace it. You'll notice the black cartridge itself is a little bit bigger. Typically that's because you use a lot of black, not only in photos, but also just in everyday printing. So they typically make that a bit more. One of the other things I liked about what HP is doing with their photo printers these days is they're putting in these touch screens as well. So the idea is that if you take a device and connect it to this printer, for example a digital camera, then whether you're using a memory card or whether you're using the PIC bridge, you can simply access that device through this front screen here. And if you see some of the things you can do, and I'll just take you through a couple of them here, you can select which photo size that you want to use right from the camera. So you don't need to be connected to a computer. You can choose 4:6 or 5:7. Take a look here as well. If I select a photo, I can also go into an edit mode where I can actually do things like add backgrounds, and I can even share this photo via the internet with email. So that's a really cool application as well. That does require being connected to a computer, but the great thing about what they've done with this Photosmart series, this is the D7460, is they've made it wireless. So now this printer can be connected to your wireless network at home, so it doesn't matter where your computer is. You can send the picture straight out of this device from the computer through the wireless, or you can print to it anywhere in the room. And that's a great thing, especially for some of these smaller apartments these days. Maybe you don't want to have your computer and your printer all on the same desk. You can easily put this on any shelf in the house. As long as it's on the wireless network, you can print directly to it. It does have the hardwire capability, so you can plug in via USB. You can also do network printing, so you can connect it to your network hub as well, and that's great for an office environment. As a matter of fact, we use this almost exact same model, earlier version, in our own graphics department for printing out a lot of our proofs before we go to actual print with some of the printing houses that we use. So it's great for that. Notice on the front here, one more thing to show you, a number of different ways to get information into this printer. So we have all the different memory card standards. We've got an SD card in there right now. Again, just another useful way of being able to get information into the printer without having to use a computer, so it makes it more of a standalone unit. But definitely worth connecting to your computers, because it does have that wireless capability as well. It's the D7460. It's worth taking a look at. It's part of the Photosmart series, so if you're serious about photography and want great looking prints, that's what you'll want to be looking for.